When my friends over at Bora Tools found out I needed to cut down a bunch of plywood, they told me to go over to aisle 63, bay 8, and scoop up their new NGX ripping guide. I was a little confused as to how exactly they knew I was at Lowe's, but that's kind of beside the point. I got back to the shop, making sure I wasn't followed, and set about putting the guide together. What it does is act as a rip fence for your circular saw. You just clamp your saw in like this and set the width you want, and you let it rip. Get it? Rip, like ripping. The guide rides along the edge of the material and keeps your saw straight while you're cutting. It can cut up to 24 inches wide, so it's perfect for ripping a sheet of plywood in half long ways. I love not having to pull out my tape measure every time I wanted to make a cut. Just set it once and you're good to go. I was able to rip a bunch of sheets the exact same size without having to try and maneuver a 4x8 sheet of plywood on my little table saw all alone at my shop. Well, at least I think I was alone. Breaking down big sheets of material is one of the most daunting and important parts of any project. And I have to say, this ripping guide from Bora Tools made this process a whole lot smoother. This thing rips.